Welcome to A Journey Within. As we move through our practice today, there are two things to remember. The first is to breathe. We inhale through the nose and we exhale through the nose. Second is to listen to your body. So if something doesn't work for you, please remember to modify, adjust, or come out of the pose as necessary. And now I'd like to demonstrate some of the things that we'll be doing today. Starting with a breathing exercise, we'll have the palms resting on the upper chest. Inhaling deeply, and exhale takes the arms up, fingertips to sky, palms face each other. Inhaling, arms overhead. Exhaling, fingertips to sky. And inhaling, opening the arms out wide into a T position. Exhaling, fingertips to sky. From there, we'll take the elbows into the palms of the hands, relax the shoulders, elbows pointing up towards the sky. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, taking the arms over towards the earth. Breathing them over, so you're not pulling, forcing, or straining, so we're not lifting the shoulder blade off the mat, keeping the shoulder blade down, neck relaxed. And then coming into a rib cage stretch, interlacing the fingers, palms in front of the heart. Inhale deeply, exhale, pressing the palms up towards the sky. The tendency here is to lift the shoulders and to tensen the neck. Relax the neck, round part of the shoulders down. Inhale takes the arms overhead. Breathing here. Inhaling the palms back up to the sky, and then relaxing the arms. As we shift our focus to the lower body, bringing the outside of the right ankle to the left knee. Taking the right palm, pressing the right thigh away from you to open up in the hip joint. Knowing that you can stay here or return here if need be. Otherwise, we inhale deeply and exhale draws the left knee in towards the rib cage. Holding the back of the thigh with your hands or maybe with a strap so that you can relax the shoulders, relax the neck. Breathing into the lower body. Releasing that foot sole to the mat. As we move into a spinal twist variation, arms will be in the T position. We'll turn at the wrists so the palms are face down. Inhaling deeply and exhale, twisting towards the left. Bottom leg relaxes. The right foot sole comes to the mat. Knee towards the sky if that works for you. If this doesn't work for you, just relax one leg towards the other. And then we'll move into the prayer breath. So rolling to one side, knees are bent in towards the chest, adjusting so this bottom shoulder is comfortable right underneath the top shoulder, right palm face up, left palm resting on the right. If your head and neck are not comfortable, place a blanket underneath to support the head. On an inhale, top arm comes up and back behind us. As we exhale, looking for a release and opening. Inhale as we stay here, and then on an exhale, the gaze follows the left palm, back palm to the right. So just moving with the breath, but making sure that you can use the exhale when you take the arm behind you. So if you're tight, you'll let this top leg relax. If you're open, you might keep the knees towards each other and the hips stacked. Always looking for a breathable place in your body. And that's just some of the things that we'll be doing today. We'll make our way down onto our mat, coming into Shavasana position. Feet are mat width apart, arms are away from the body in an A-frame position, palms are face up. And just notice how you land in this position, this yoga pose. And if you're completely comfortable as you are, just stay following my instructions mentally. Otherwise, you could follow them physically as well. Bring your awareness to the buttocks, the belly, the hips. On an inhale, tightening the buttocks, pressing the hips up towards the sky. And as you exhale, relax the buttocks, the belly, the hips. Bringing your awareness now to the shoulders, the upper back, the chest. And on an inhale, press the tips of the shoulders down into the mat, heart lifts. And as you exhale, relax the shoulders, the upper back, the chest. Bringing your awareness now to the face. And opening the mouth as wide as you can. And then slowly closing it to release the jaw, which should help to relax the face. Noticing how the back of your head lands on the mat. Without lifting the head, tuck the chin down tight towards the chest. And then release that tight tuck, which will lengthen the neck, relaxing the head. Bringing your awareness to the here and now. Noticing the sounds around you. Feeling the air on your skin. Making your way to the mental body. Just noticing the quality of your mind. Where would your mind like to take you? And tuning into the physical body. Are there any parts of your body calling your attention to them? And now becoming aware of the breath. Noticing how the breath is or isn't moving in your body. Is the breath short and shallow? Perhaps it's deep and long. Is the breath smooth or is it choppy? Our breath is the bridge between the body and the mind. We always have our breath with us. We can learn to use a conscious breath to release the mind, to calm emotions, and to relax the physical body. And now begin to deepen your breath, taking long inhalations through the nose. And complete exhalations through the nose. And with each of these exhales, letting go of your day so far. Nothing to do. Nowhere to go. Just giving yourself permission to be fully present. As you take this time for you and you alone. Tuning into the physical body once again. And starting at the top of your head, slowly scan your physical body for any tightness, tension, discomfort. For example, bringing your awareness to the face. As you inhale deeply, exhaling, relax the face. Noticing the shoulders, the upper chest, the upper back. Inhaling deeply, and as you exhale, can you relax the shoulders, the chest, the upper back. Noticing the low back, the hips, the belly. Inhaling deeply, and on an exhale, relaxing the hips, the belly, the low back. With each inhale, feel your body expand. And with each exhale, allow your body to soften. And allow the breath to once again become natural, effortless, and flowing. As we lie quietly for a moment or two, preparing the body and the mind for the movements that follow. And if your mind wanders away, just bring it back to the breath, allowing your breath to be the anchor for your mind. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back. And once again, noticing the sounds around you. And the air on your skin. Gently moving the fingers and the toes. And bringing your foot soles onto the mat. Gently draw both knees in towards the chest, holding the front of the knees, perhaps behind the thighs. Relax the shoulders and the face. And just notice what you notice here in reverse child's pose. Releasing your foot soles back to the mat, allowing the ankles to touch, the knees to touch. As you bring the arms out into a T position, palms face up. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, turn at the wrists, placing the palms face down as you stretch through the fingertips. And then soften that stretch, keeping the palms face down if that works for your shoulders. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, drop both knees towards the left. Allow the ankles and the knees to separate so that you can relax the legs, the hips, the feet. Turning your head the opposite direction of the legs. Breathing deep into the right side of the rib cage. And with each exhale, softening into your twist. Passive spinal twist. There should be no effort in the body. Bottom of an exhale, engage the pelvic floor muscles, the stomach muscles. Using an inhale to bring the foot soles back onto the mat. Pause for a moment. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, release the legs to the right, slowly turning the head to the left. Breathing here, noticing any differences between your two sides. Check in with the bottom leg. Are you holding it tight? Can you relax the bottom leg? Can you relax the top leg? All of the spinal twists in yoga bring circulation, flexibility to the spine, gently massaging the internal organs. To come out, engage the pelvic floor muscles, the abdominal muscles, again using an inhale to draw the foot soles back onto the mat. As you exhale, draw both knees in towards the chest, pulling the front of the knees or perhaps behind the knees. Relax the shoulders, the face. Either holding still, or if it would feel good for you, you might gently rock from side to side. Checking in with the back body, gently massaging the back body. Holding the knees at center. Releasing the foot soles back to the mat. Bring the feet apart with the hips, foot soles on the mat to protect the low back as we move into a breathing exercise. Placing the palms on the upper chest, inhale deeply. As you exhale, stretching the fingertips up towards the sky. An inhale takes the arms overhead. Exhaling, fingertips to sky. Inhaling, opening the arms out wide to a T. Exhaling, fingertips to sky. Inhaling, straight arms overhead. Exhaling, fingertips to sky. Inhaling, opening wide to the T. And exhaling, fingertips to sky. So just following your breath. The inhales, take the arms down. The exhales, bring the arms up. Allow the breath to come first as the movements follow your breath. Knowing that yoga is conscious breath, conscious movement, conscious stillness. Deepening the breath, marrying the movement with your breath. Time you open your arms into a T position, just allow the arms to relax there. So we pause. Noticing if it was a simple exercise to deepen the breath, or if it was challenging in any way. And if you found it challenging, was your mind distracted? Perhaps the body was uncomfortable with the movement. As you inhale, where the air goes. Does it stay in the upper chest? Or many of us tend to breathe. Can you feel the rib cage expanding sideways, backwards, forward? The rib cage breath, the diaphragmatic breath, is the breath that we work with and towards in our yoga practice. When you learn to breathe deeply and fully, the rib cage will expand like a barrel, sideways, backwards, and forward. And bring your foot soles together and let your knees fall loosely out to the sides in reclined bound angle. Breathing a few breaths here. And if this is a comfortable place for your lower body, you can remain with the lower body in this position. If it's not comfortable or the muscles are tense, then you'll want to bring your foot soles back onto the mat. And taking the elbows into the palms of the hands, holding the outside edges of the elbows if possible. Relax the round part of the shoulders into the mat, elbows pointing up towards the sky. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, taking the arms towards the mat on the left. Letting the shoulder blade remain on the mat, but allowing the round part of the shoulder to lift. It's not about getting the arms to the ground. It's finding a breathable stretch, inhaling deeply, and with each exhale, releasing any tightness, tension. In the head at center, unless that creates tension in the neck. And then you might choose rather to look the same direction as the arms. And on your next inhale, drawing the arms back to center. And as you exhale, slowly taking the arms towards the ground on the right. And breathing here. Noticing any differences between your two sides. Next inhale, drawing the arms back to center. And once again, as you exhale, slowly taking the arms towards the left. Breathing them over, not pulling, forcing, or straining. Next inhale, drawing the arms back to center. As you exhale, slowly taking the arms towards the right. Breathing here. Long inhales through the nose. And complete exhales through the nose. Next inhale, draw the arms back to center. And as you exhale, release the arms down beside the body with the palms face up. Pausing here. Being present to what is. Interlacing the fingers, palms in front of the heart. Inhale deeply. Exhale, turn and press the heels of the hands up towards the sky. Straightening the arms. And then on your next inhale, drawing the arms overhead. breathing here. Pressing through the heels of the hands. Whether the eyes are opened or closed, the gaze is down towards the chest so the neck is long. Arms are as straight as possible for you. Most importantly, you're breathing. And on your next inhale, draw the palms back up towards the sky. And your palms face down. As you exhale, let them float and rest on the belly. And then release the arms to the A-frame position. If there's any tension in the neck, gently, loosely turn the head from side to side. We shift our awareness now to the lower body, bringing the outside of the right ankle to the left knee. In the right palm and gently pressing the right thigh away from you, opening up in the hip joint. Knowing that you can stay here or return here if need be. Otherwise, we inhale deeply and an exhale draws the left knee in towards the rib cage, holding the back of the thigh, perhaps the front of the knee, or using a strap behind the thigh to make the arms longer so that you can relax the shoulders, relax the neck. As we breathe deep and consciously into the right hip, the right buttock. Relax the left leg. Relax the right leg. Next exhale, releasing the left foot sole to the mat, the right foot sole to the mat. Bringing the outside of the left ankle to the right knee. Taking the left palm and using the left thigh away from you, opening up in this hip joint. And if it works for you, inhaling deeply and using an exhale to draw the right knee in towards the rib cage. Holding the back of the thigh, maybe the front of the knee, or using a strap behind the back of the right thigh. Allowing the low back to stay towards the mat. Breathing deep and consciously into the left hip, the left buttock. Relax the shoulders. Relax the face. Next exhale, releasing the right foot sole to the mat, left foot sole to the mat. Bringing the outside of the right ankle to the left knee. And using the right palm to press the right thigh away from you. Inhaling deeply, and if it works for you, an exhale draws the left knee in towards the rib cage. Holding the back of the thigh with your hands, maybe with a strap. Relax the abdominal muscles. Level the shoulders. Level the low back. Breathing deep into the right hip. Each exhale, releasing any tightness or tension. On your next exhale, releasing left foot sole to the mat, keeping the right ankle on the left knee. As we move into spinal twist variation, the arms come into a T position, palms are face up. Inhale deeply. As you exhale, turn at the wrist, placing the palms face down. Inhale, and as you exhale, twisting towards the left. So the right hip lifts, the the left leg releases to the ground. Right foot sole lands in front of the left leg. Perhaps the right knee points up towards the sky without lifting the foot sole off of the ground. Head turns the opposite direction of the legs. If this twist doesn't work for you, just stack the right leg on the left leg as we did at the beginning of the class. Noticing where you feel this twist in your body. Long inhale, complete exhale. Engaging the abdominal muscles. Using an inhale to draw the legs back up. An exhale releases the right foot sole to the mat. Pausing, noticing. Bringing the outside of the left ankle to the right knee. The left palm to the left thigh, gently pressing the left thigh away from you, opening up in the hip joint. Inhale deeply, and exhale draws the right knee in towards the rib cage. Again, holding the back of the thigh, or the front of the knee, or using a strap so that you can relax the shoulders. Noticing this hip compared to the other. Whether the eyes are opened or closed, gaze is down towards the chest, keeping the neck long. Notice the low back. Are you tipping to one side? Can you level the low back? Level the shoulders. Relax the abdominal muscles. Exhale, releasing the right foot sole to the mat. Keeping the left ankle on the right knee as you once again bring the arms to the T position. If it works for you, turning at the wrists so the palms are face down, but the shoulders and chest remain open. Inhale deeply, and exhale, twisting towards the right, releasing the right leg to the ground. Left foot sole to the ground in front of the right knee. Head turns the opposite direction of the legs. Long, deep inhales into the left side of the rib cage. Complete exhales as you soften into your twist. Noticing this side compared to the other side. Left knee to point towards the sky if that works for you. Keeping the left foot sole on the ground. Preparing to come out, engage the pelvic floor muscles, the stomach muscles. Inhaling the legs back up. And exhale releases the left foot sole to the mat. Just extending into Shavasana position for a moment. So extending the legs, feet are mat width apart. Arms come to the A-frame position, palms face up. Noticing any sensation. Noticing the quality of your breath. soles onto the mat. Drawing both knees in towards the chest. Bring the front of the knees or behind the knees. Relax the shoulders. As we lengthen the spine and relax the back in reverse child's pose. Releasing the foot soles back to the mat as we make our way onto our left side. So as you roll towards your left side, you may need to lift to adjust the bottom shoulder, so the left shoulder, bottom shoulder is directly under the right. Left arm is extended, left palm is face up, right palm is resting on the left. And the knees come up as close to the arms as works for you without forcing or straining or twisting the body. The head should be comfortable. If it's not comfortable, if the head and the neck are not comfortable, you'll want to place a blanket underneath the head to support the head and the neck. On an inhale, we take the right arm up and back behind us. The head rolls along with the torso, following the arm back behind you. We exhale to open. Inhale to observe. And on the next exhale, the gaze follows the right palm back onto the left. So just moving with your breath. So as you inhale, the arm comes up and back behind you. The head follows the torso. As you exhale, releasing any tightness or tension, looking for release. Inhale, observing. And the next exhale, the gaze follows the right palm back onto the left. Inhaling, open. Exhaling, releasing. Inhaling, observing. And exhaling, the right palm back onto the left. So just following your breath. And if you find that when you take the arm back behind you, that the exhale doesn't allow you to release and open up, perhaps you soften this top leg. If you find it easy to release and there's not a lot of sensation, then perhaps you keep the knees together and the hips stacked. For most of us, we'll be someplace in between, always looking for a breathable place in your body. Prayer breath is a spinal twist, opening up the chest, looking at the mobility of the neck, the shoulders, the hips. And go 2 more complete rounds on this side, following your breath, using your exhales. Open up, release, let go. finished, slowly making your way onto your back, drawing both knees in towards the chest, holding the front of the knees or behind the knees. Relax the shoulders. As we pause here, noticing any differences between your two sides of the neck, two sides of the torso. Perhaps you feel the breath move easier and deeper into one lung than the other. Releasing the foot soles to the mat. And then making your way onto your right side. So taking your time to make sure that you're comfortable, adjusting that bottom shoulder so that it's directly below the top shoulder. Right arm is straight out from the shoulder, palm face up. Left palm resting on the right. Knees in as close to the chest or the arms as works for you without twisting the body or turning. Making sure to support the head and the neck if they're not comfortable on the mat. And then as you're ready on an inhale, taking that top arm up and back behind you, head falls. Exhaling, releasing into the stretch. Inhaling, observing. And exhaling, gaze follows the left palm back onto the right. Moving with your breath, inhaling, open. Exhaling, releasing. Inhaling, observing. And exhaling, gaze follows the left palm back onto the right. And just noticing this side compared to the other side. So if this was your tighter side, you might need to soften the top leg to find release on the exhales. If this is your more open side, perhaps you keep the knees locked and the hips stacked. Looking for that breathable place in your body on this side. Two more complete rounds on this side. And as you make these final 2 rounds, just notice if anything's opened up, released, let go, or not. Ideally, we would practice our tighter side twice as long as our more open side. And when you have finished, making your way onto your back, drawing both knees gently in towards the chest. Relax the shoulders. Relax the face. Perhaps you choose to stay here. If your neck is okay, on inhale, you can draw the nose up towards the knees as you draw the knees towards the nose. If you can reach the outside edges of the feet, grab a hold of the outside edges of the feet. Relax the shoulders, the face, breathing deeply. If you're holding the outside edges of the feet, release the feet. Keeping the chin tucked, slowly lower the head back down. With the knees in towards the chest, cross the left ankle in front of the right. Inhale deeply. As you exhale, release the feet to the mat, letting the knees fall loosely out to the sides. Arms in the A-frame position, reclined, cross-legged. If it works for you, the left foot is supporting the lower right leg. The right foot is supporting the lower left leg. Relax the upper body, breathing deep into the lower body. Carefully bring the knees back towards each other, drawing the knees in towards the chest, moving the front of the knees, uncrossing the ankles, pausing here. And then crossing the right ankle in front of the left, inhaling deeply and exhale, releasing the foot. Stay feet to the floor, letting the knees fall loosely out to the sides, arms in the A-frame position. Relax the upper body, breathe deep into the lower body. The jaw, the face, and the space between the eyes. Slowly and consciously bring the knees back up, drawing the knees in towards the chest, holding the front of the knees or behind the knees, uncrossing the ankles. Reverse child's pose. Being present to what is. We move into final Shavasana, releasing the foot soles to the mat, extending the legs out onto the mat, feet are hip width apart, fall loosely out to the sides, arms to the A-frame position, palms face up. And if this pose is not comfortable for you, you can modify it by bringing the foot soles onto the mat and letting the knees fall in towards each other. Shavasana, the corpse pose, allows for the body, the mind, and the spirit to integrate the effects of our practice. We want the body to relax completely while the mind stays present. And a present mind is not a thinking mind or a sleeping mind. Bring your awareness to the tips of your toes as you feel the warmth of relaxation beginning in the tips of the toes. Feel that warmth spreading into the soles of the feet, the tops of the feet, traveling into the ankles, the lower legs, warming and relaxing the knees, the upper legs, the hips release, the buttocks unclench, the belly is soft. Feel a heaviness in your lower body, an inability to move. Feel the warmth of relaxation as it continues to travel up the front of your body, warming and relaxing the muscles of the rib cage. Feel that warmth spreading into the upper chest as it moves into the shoulders, traveling down the upper arms, into the elbows, the lower arms, the wrists, the hands, the tips of the fingers. Feel a heaviness in your arms, an inability to move. Feel the warmth of relaxation in the face. The jaws relax. Tiny muscles around the eyes release. The forehead is smooth. The scalp is warm and relaxed. As the head falls so heavy, unable to move. Feel the warmth of relaxation in the back of the body, the back of the neck. Allow that warmth to travel down one vertebra at a time, warming and relaxing the upper back, warming and relaxing the mid-back, warming and relaxing the lower back. Feel the front of your body folding into the back of your body. And feel the back of your body surrender completely to the earth beneath it. Taking these next few moments to enjoy the stillness around you, to feel the peacefulness within you. Remembering that inner peace leads to outer peace. Begin to bring your awareness back. Noticing the sounds around you. Feeling the air on your skin. Deepening the breath. As you allow your breath to be the vehicle that slowly brings you back. Contemplating movement. Gently begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. As you tune into your physical body to feel what it might like next. Perhaps it's a full body stretch, taking the arms overhead, stretching the legs long, yawning with that stretch. Maybe it's drawing the knees in towards the chest one last time. Or lying here for a brief moment longer. And then slowly making your way to your left side. And just lying on your left side for a few breaths. Allow for the body, the mind to make the transition back from Shavasana. Relaxation, the corpse pose. And keeping the eyes closed or a soft, unfocused gaze, slowly help yourself back up into a comfortable seated position. Noticing the quality of your mind, the quality of your body, the quality of the breath. Palms together in front of the heart, the strength of the right side, the love and compassion of the left. Eyes are closed, opening a soft gaze to the earth. Slowly bringing the gaze back up to center. Namaste.